Hello and good morning, Sudoku friends. Today is June 27, 2023, and we are again facing the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Let's get started right away. I can see a 1 in the rightmost chute, and that's because these two ones block up here, and this one blocks across. So here's, of course, a 1. I can see a 7 in the bottom chute, and I'm sure you can too. We got a couple of 7s blocking all of these 4 squares, therefore 7 must go here. And I can also see a 9 in the same chute, because we got 2 9s blocking across here, and 1 9 blocking down, so here's a 9. We have a 9 also in the center horizontal chute. Can you see it? Look at the 9 blocking across here, and the 9 blocking up. That gives us a 9 in one of these 2 squares here. And they block across. This 9 blocks across, and this 9 blocks up. So 9 must go here. And now it's easy to see the 9 in column 4, isn't it? Because we got these 2 9s blocking these 4 squares, giving us a 9 for this square here. It's clear now, because the 8 blocks down, that an 8 must go here or here. We have 2s in these 2 squares, and we have also 2 candidates in these 2 squares here. A 5 must go either here or here in column 2. We need a 7 for column 4. And this 7 blocks, of course, these 3 squares, therefore this must be a 7. And since this 7 blocks across here, we have a 7 candidate here and here. And therefore, 7 must join the 8 in one of these 3 squares here. 2 4s are blocking up, and 1 is blocking across, so a 4 must go here. Now there's only 1 square where we can place a 9 in row 3. I'm sure you have spotted it already. This 9 blocks here, and these 2 9s block here and here. So here's a 9. 2, 6, and 7 here now, the 2 blocks here, so here's a 2 in one of these squares and also in one of these. I'm looking at row 6. We need to find a 3, 5, 7, 8. There's an 8, 5, 7 blocking this square. So guess what? Here's 3. Now we got 5, 7, 8 here. Therefore, a 2, 3, 4 here. We still need 1, 6, 8 here, and therefore 2, 3, 4, 5 for these squares. So 3 here or here, 4 here and here, 5 here and here, and a 2 here and here. See if we can make some progress horizontally now. 2 and 4 down here, yes, we knew that, I think. And I think that's all we know. This is a hidden single. That's what it is called. It is called a hidden single because it's not immediately clear that this is a single. But if you do a simple count, you can see that this must be a 3 because it cannot be a 1. We know that a 2 must go here or here, so it cannot be a 2 either. It could be a 3, yes, but not a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So we got ourselves a 3 for this square here. And now we have a 3, 5 here, and we have a 3, 5 here. So these 2 squares must be 3 and 5. And it's, I think, pretty clear that this square must be a 4, because again, it cannot be a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, or 8. So it is a 4, yes. A 2, 6, and 7 now for these squares. I'm looking at column 1, And I think I see a certain pattern. It's a 5-3 pair. We know that these must be 5 and 3 because we have got 1, 7, 6 over here. Remember the 3, 5 and the 3, 5? We got a 3, 5 in this square here. Now I see that we have the exact same digits that are excluding all other digits from this square than the 5 and the 3. They are also present here because we cannot have a 1, 2. We can have a 3, but not a 4. We can have a 5, but not a 6, 7, 8, or 9. So these squares are 5 and 3, a remote pair. And that leaves an 8, 7, and a 9 to be found. We got a 7 and a 9 blocking this square. This therefore becomes an 8. Now we got an 8 blocking up here and across here and here. So here's an 8. This 8 also blocks these squares. This 8 blocks here. Here's an 8. So 5 and 3, 5 and 3, 7 and 9. And those I can't touch right now, but it is a little bit of a progress. For one thing, it gives me a 5 here. So now we only need 3 more squares to be filled, namely a 3, 9, and a 6. Let's see. That's not so simple, is it? Again, it'll have to wait, but we can place a 6 in this square because we got a 6 blocking over. So here's a 6, and here we are now looking for a 1, 4. Therefore, this must be a 3. And I think we are getting closer to a 3 now. Look at this 3 blocking down and this 3 blocking down. One of these must be a 3. But crucially, if one of these is a 3, we cannot have a 3 here or here. That means that one of these 3 squares must be a 3. And we have 2 3s blocking down, so here's a 3. Still a 1, 6, and an 8 here, therefore a 2, 4, and a 5 here. This 2 blocks across, so here's a 2. This is now a 4, 5. The 5 blocks down, here's a 4, here's a 5. The 2 blocks up, this 2 blocks over, here's a 2. Here we're looking for a 1 and a 6. The 6 blocks here, so here's a 1, here's a 6, and here's a 4. This must be a 1, and this must be a 7. Now we can do something about the 7-9 pair here, because the 7 must go here and the 9 must go here. This 9 blocks up, therefore a 9 goes in this square, and this must be a 3. And that takes care of the 3-5 pair we had here and here. Here now a 6, which is missing in the row, goes here, and here's a 7. This square now can only be a 3, and now we know that this is a 3, of course. Here we're looking for a 1 and a 6. I think that'll have to wait a few more seconds while I look at this square, which must be a 7. We have a 7, 5, 8 for these squares here. There's a 7, 5 blocking down now. So here's the 8. That, by the way, gives us an 8 here. And we also have a 5, 7 here now. The 7 blocks up. So here's a 5. Here is the 7. 5 blocks down and over. Here's a 5. This, therefore, must be a 6. Now we got 1, 8 here. 8 blocks over, here's a 1, here's the 8. Here's a 1, here's a 6. 6 blocks across, 6 goes here, and therefore also here. This is a 2. giving me a 2 here, and this is a 4, giving me a 4 here. The last digit of this puzzle is a 2, it goes here. And that's it for today's hard Sudoku puzzle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.